what really happens is that people create their own problem and their own obstacles, and they do it by wrongly evaluating things and attaching too much importance to the things in their life, and then balance forces emerge in form of obstacle, and when it happens, people then waste time and energy on overcoming them. It's not the thing or the event that matters, it's their personal assessment and personal evaluation of it that is the problem. Hi guys, Vaibhav this side, and today I want to discuss with you one of the crucial laws of nature that governs our life, and this law is the reason why we face obstacles whenever we are trying to achieve our goals. Understanding this law and applying it in your life will really help you to navigate your life in a way where you will face less friction and less obstacles in your journey toward achieving your goal and making it a smooth sail toward it, right? So you may be wondering, what is this law, Vaibhav? Well, the law that I'm talking about here is known as the law of balance, which is the fundamental law, and all other laws of nature are secondary to it. And what this law really says is that everything in nature strives toward balance, and you can really see it everywhere. Whenever atmospheric pressure drops, that drop in pressure is compensated by the winds. Whenever we have a hot body or hot object and there is a difference in temperature of the object and its surrounding, heat exchange take place to really balance out this temperature difference, right? Now, why it has to be this way, like why temperature should flow from hot body to the cold body, no one can explain, right? Why balance should exist in the nature, it's not possible to explain. That's why it is a law. So we simply have to accept the law of balance as a fact, right? Now, why this law is important and what does it have to do with your life? Well, the reason this law is important is that whenever you create any sort of imbalance in your life via your thought energy or your actions, this imbalance generates what is known as the excess potential. And when you generate this excess potential, nature tends to negate this imbalance by sending what's known as the balanced forces. So to give you an example of this, if I put this marker up here, it gains what is known as gravitational potential energy, and this disturbs the balance in the nature because at this height, this marker is at a state that has high excess potential in form of the gravitational potential, and when I drop it from here, balance forces emerge in form of gravitational force and take it back down, and hence the balance is restored, right? In the very same way, whenever we attribute too much importance to something in our life, we place too much meaning on any particular thing in our life or any particular event in our life, that raises the excess potential of it, and to balance this excess potential, balance forces emerge to restore this balance. So in a simple term, we can say that whenever excess potential in any area of our life is generated, it is appeared, balance forces emerge to eliminate it, and these balance forces always take the path of least resistance to restore the balance. And what I mean by that, so let's understand it with the help of an example. So let's say you have a job interview lined up and you really need this job, and getting this job is very, very important for you, and this causes fear within you, right? All your thought energy is concentrated toward getting this job, and because your thought energy is very concentrated to this job, there is such a heightened importance attributed to getting this job, and this disturbs the balance in the field of nature and generate the excess potential. So as you can see, balance can be destroyed not only by your action but also your thoughts, because we know that our thought radiates energy, right? In the world of material realization, everything has an energetic foundation. So now as your thought energy is concentrated on getting this job and you are attributing too much importance to it, this creates excess potential and disturbs the balance in the field of nature. And to restore the balance, balanced forces emerge. Now the way balanced forces can restore the balance, so there are two options, right? One is that it can give you the job, in which case the importance of getting this job will be reduced, or it can just fail you in the interview, in which case also the importance is going to get reduced and balanced will be restored, right? So you may be wondering, whoa, why these balance forces just give me the job? Well, because as I said, the balance forces always takes the path of least resistance, and balance forces will take the path that expends the least amount of energy to restore the balance. So if they were to give you the job, in that case everything has to be perfectly aligned for you. You should know all the answers to the questions. The interviewer should be very friendly and should really like you in spite of you being fearful and nervous. They should get impressed by you. The money that you are asking for, that should be given to you. So nature has to align a lot of things perfectly for you to get to this job. On the other hand, the easiest path the nature that can take, which will exert least amount of energy, is just to simply fail you in the interview, and woo, the balance is restored. So please understand that nature always takes the path of least resistance to restore the balance, right? Now, what I want you to understand is that on an energetic level, all material object or situation or events are of equal significance. It is our assessment or how we perceive that object or situation that creates this imbalance. What I mean by that is, let's say you are role playing for the interview with your friends, right? In that situation, you will not feel any fear. There would be no feeling of that heightened level of fear. You might be even joking with your friend while role playing. So on the energetic level, your role playing for the interview with your friend and you actually giving the interview, both are of equal significance. But when we attribute specific qualities to the object or the situation and make an assessment out of it via our thought and label them as good, bad, fearful, cheerful, then it creates the problem. From nature's point of view, everything has equal significance. A car is equal to the tree, a tree is equal to a money, money is equal to this whiteboard. Nature does not discriminate between any of those. It is our assessment of those things that creates this imbalance and disturb the balance in the field of nature. So the excess potential is increased when in our assessment we attribute huge value or huge importance to the thing or event, and this greatly distort the balance in the reality. What really happens is that people create their own problem and their own obstacles, and they do it by wrongly evaluating things and attaching too much importance to the things in their life, and then balance forces emerge in form of obstacle, and when it happens, people then waste time and energy on overcoming them. It's not the thing or the event that matters, it's their personal assessment and personal evaluation of it that is the problem. So in any area of your life, if you are facing any obstacles, you are hitting the wall, then please know that there is some heightened level of importance attached to that area. So now let's discuss the solutions on how you can reduce the excess potential and how you can reduce this importance so that these balance forces do not create obstacles in your life, right? So the key number one is that if you are facing a problem in any area, maybe your business, maybe your health or your fitness, consciously try to lower the importance in that area, right? Don't let it consume all your thought energy. And when I say reduce importance, it does not mean that you start being lazy or loose in that area. It simply means that you don't let it occupy all your thoughts at all the time. It's like being sincere without obsessing about it. So to give an example of this, earlier when I used to create YouTube videos, I used to place a lot of importance on creating these YouTube videos. I was all the time, just thinking about it, like, oh, what should I talk about next? Oh, I'm not getting any views. What should I create so that videos goes viral? And what I was noticing, that even though all the time I was obsessed about my channel and obsessed about what video I should create, when it really comes the time to take the action, I had no energy left. Or when I was about to record my video, I noticed that something else always pops up, some urgent work that needs my immediate attention, and I often fail to work on my videos. And that is when I realized what was happening. I was placing too much meaning on my channel. The importance level was so high, was very high with creating these videos. That's why these obstacles, they presented themselves. And then what I did was I consciously started reducing the importance. When I have to really work on planning my video and recording it, I give it my full attention, and rest of the time I consciously stop thinking and obsessing about it too much. And that eventually, what I noticed, that I got regular with uploading my videos. It's not that I am not sincere about it. It's just now I am much more relaxed and easy going with it. And I noticed that these obstacles automatically started vanishing. Because understand, these obstacles are nothing but this artificial projection of our own importance. And when you work consciously on reducing the importance, these obstacles just disappear on their own. If you are facing a problem in achieving your goal, or your business has certain problem, just try to consciously reduce the importance, and you will notice that things will start to resolve on its own, or you have to exert least amount of energy to even solve them, right? And key number 2 is that don't put too much importance on reducing the importance, right? Now, why did I say this? Well, this is what happens. You get to know about these concepts and you are like, oh, I am putting too much meaning into these things. It will create the excess potential and it will create the obstacle. Oh, I should reduce the importance, or should, reduce the importance. This in turn creates more problem. So when you get to know about these concepts, don't overthink about them either. Don't put too much meaning or too much importance on reducing the importance either, because again, this will cause an imbalance of its own, right? So if you are placing too much meaning on something, let it be there and don't obsess about it. If a certain area of your life needs your attention and you need to, put in the work. So let's say something is breaking down in your business, give it your sincere attention and put in the work in a calm and easy manner. Because what happens is that when you obsess about a problem and you raise the excess potential, so let's say this is the problem, right? And this problem needs this amount of energy. So what really happens is that if it needs this amount of energy and you are putting too much importance to this, now more than 70 to 80% of your intention energy is used just to overcome this excess potential. And what you are left with is just 20 to 30% of your personal intention energy to solve the problem, right? You could have used all your personal intention energy to solve this problem, but because more than 80% of your personal intention energy is just wasted to overcome this excess potential, you hardly have any energy left to really work on the problem at all. Now, when you reduce the importance and just approach the obstacle or the problem in a calm and relaxed state, now you have all your personal intention energy available to work on the task, and you are going to produce much more effective result. So don't obsess too much on reducing the importance either. Just be calm, collective, and do the work. These obstacles, they are going to disappear on their own. And it's one thing to really understand this concept, but it's different thing to really apply them and experiment with them, right? The more you bring into this law into your habit, the more you can see the tangible result of it in your life, and the more you will start understanding the importance of this law and start having fun with it, right? And with that, I'm concluding this video. Leave me a comment down below to let me know if that was useful, or if you have any feedback, any constructive criticism. It is very welcome. Also, if there is any particular topic or problem that you are dealing with and you want me to talk about it, put that down in the comment section and I will try to cover that topic in my future videos. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, much love and peace.